Okay, now let's talk about platyhelminthes or platyhelminths. Um, this comes from the Greek word platy, which means flat, and helminth, which means worm. And as you can see, they're flat like ribbons. They're flatworms. They are in the domain Eukarya, kingdom Animalia, and phylum Platyhelminthes. We're looking at four classes: the flukes, which are class Trematoda; tapeworms, class Cestoda; class Monoginae, parasitic flukes; and class Turbellaria, the turbellarians and flatworms. They are simple, they have a soft body, and of course they're invertebrates. There are about 25,000 species. They're the largest phylum of acoelomates, which means they don't have a body cavity. Some of them are free-living, others are parasitic. They live everywhere. Anywhere there's water, whether fresh or marine, and any moist terrestrial habitat, as well as inside other animals. They are bilaterally symmetrical, the simplest animals to be bilaterally symmetrical, and they have three germ layers, so they're tripoblastic. They have an outer ectoderm, an inner endoderm, and then the mesoderm between them. They are unsegmented. As I said, they're acoelomates. That means they have no body cavity other than the gut, and they don't have an anus. The interior of the acoelomate body is filled with some mesodermal tissue that's very loosely spaced called parenchyma tissue. Morphologically, they have a haptor, which is what they use to attach to the host. And there's the anterior end, which is the prohaptor, and the opisthaptor, which is the posterior end. The prohaptor has different adhesive and feeding structures. The opisthaptor is primarily responsible for attachment of the monogenes to the host. And you can see there they could be suckers or it could be claws and hooks. Now the planarian is a good example of a flatworm, and you can see they're very flat. They do have eye spots in the front that will detect light and dark. You see their pharynx is extended through the mouth, and it's on the ventral side of their body. Also note down there in figure E, the brain, those are just ganglia, and then you've got these longitudinal nerve cords that are connected by these transverse nerves. So, and you'll also notice that they're hermaphroditic. There are ovaries there as well as the penis, so they make both eggs and sperm. This is the haptor region, the prohaptor region of a tapeworm, and you see it's got something called a scolex, and you can see that it's got suckers on it and hooks that hook into the host. So it's a really wicked looking thing.